More Chinese companies doing business in Texas are being sued by Attorney General Ken Paxton. This is Friday, February 20th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Well, we've made it to Friday. Thanks for starting the end of the week with the Texas Minute. Parents in the North Texas School District at the center of the Hijab Day controversy say they aren't getting the answers they deserve. More on that story coming up. A casino-funded political action committee is stepping in with a major television buy to defend State Representative Ken King of Canadian as he faces a contested Republican primary. The Texas Defense PAC is tied to the push for legalized casino gambling in its reserve $246,000 in Amarillo and Lubbock broadcast television advertising in order to support King and oppose his primary opponent, John Browning. The spending signals that keeping King, who chairs the powerful State Affairs Committee in the House, has become a priority for advocates of government-backed casino monopolies. King has drawn criticism from conservative activists and lawmakers who accuse him of using his position to block priority legislation covering a variety of topics and issues. The University of Texas System Board of Regents approved a resolution yesterday guiding how their component institutions will teach disputed subjects. At issue has been balancing academic freedom with intellectual and ideological integrity. Among other things, the Regents want instructors to eschew topics and controversies that are not germane to the course being taught. Their resolution also includes safeguards against professors using their positions to, quote, coerce, indoctrinate, harass, or belittle students for their beliefs. Two more major companies tied to the Chinese Communist Party are facing lawsuits from Attorney General Ken Paxton. Yesterday, the AG's office announced a lawsuit against retail giant Temu and camera maker Lorex. Paxton said that both companies have been deceptively marketing themselves and their products while exposing Texans' data to the CCP. For example, he said that Temu is a digital Trojan horse capable of bypassing security protocols and creating backdoor access into users' private data, all while presenting itself as a harmless e-commerce site. Paxton said that Temu is, quote, spyware disguised as a shopping app. Lorex, meanwhile, manufactures baby monitors and home security components that are built from parts sourced and serviced from a Chinese firm designated as a national security risk. Those components, in turn, could allow the Chinese government to exploit Texans' devices and access footage from inside their homes. The Texas Minute will be right back. I hope you'll sit down with Texas Scorecard every Sunday as we visit with real Texans who are doing real things to make the Lone Star State shine even brighter. We're going to be talking to activists and politicians, but we're also going to be talking with men and women who are shaping business in Texas and driving for a better culture. Real Texans, Sunday mornings. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. Families in the Wiley Independent School District are continuing to call for transparency and accountability in the wake of a campus security breach surrounding a student-sponsored World Hijab Day event. This despite district officials saying they've concluded their investigation. Earlier this month, 4 adults with a group called Why Islam were allowed to enter Wiley East High School during lunchtime and set up a World Hijab Day table in a common area. They handed out copies of the Quran and pamphlets on understanding Sharia and offered hijabs to female students. An unnamed district employee violated school security policy and allowed the group to set up. The employee had been placed on administrative leave, but officials say that employee has now been allowed to return to work. At a school board meeting this week, families expressed concern about the lack of transparency and accountability. One parent said the security breach happened because trustees had abdicated their roles as elected leaders to the superintendent and staff. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Brandon Waltons, Adam Kahn, Sidney Henry, and Aaron Anderson. Our producer is Riley Edwards. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go have a great weekend.